Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Liverpool Career Mode here on FIFA 19. Right, well, we had a bit of a disaster. Well, not disaster, but Super Cup didn't go our way in the last episode, did it? But we got a couple of Premier League wins, so that's something good, you know what I mean? But wasn't maybe in the best of moods going into that game with Super Cup, and yeah, one of those days, I suppose, like, you know what I mean? But as we start this episode, as you can see, Fabrizio Bustos is now a Liverpool player. That is it's kind of what the voting went. It was still the 33 percentages on the voting, so it wasn't clear. But comments were coming in that a lot of you said that Bustos would probably be the person that they would go for, in the fact that he probably wouldn't give us too much of a headache on the contract. And as you can see, he hasn't. He's accepted a 4-year deal, sporadic, 25 grand per week. He was on 18 grand, so not a massive increase. And I think there's a bonus I've thrown in there as well for so many appearances or something like that. But there he is. He is a player. He's going to play just now and again, which is great. But he's only 23, so he might get more game time. I don't know. We'll see how things go, like, sort of thing. But it's just good to have an extra backup player. Still got the youth player that we can always promote at some point anyway, like, you know what I mean? So that's not a problem, like, so yes. Just looking at, will this man didn't perform too well in the last episode, did he? I'm just putting that down to the fact that he's at a new club and he's trying to settle in. That's what I'm going to put it down to, but hopefully he'll have a better time this time. But so first up is going to be Manchester United, followed by Manchester City, which is on transfer deadline day. So it's just going to be those two games in today's episode, guys, with the transfers and stuff as well. I just want to make it a little bit of a shorter episode, but give you more highlights regarding these two games. If these two games become sort of 0-0 ball draws and stuff like that, then I will move on and we'll see what appears in this sort of area, because there's going to be something in and around here, probably a Carabao Cup game or something like that, like, I mean, but we'll see how things are. But yeah, it's Manchester United up first, so here we go. Right, so here are the two lineups. Let's see. Volland is up front for Manchester United. No Lukaku. Got Sanchez and Rashford either side of him. Khedira is there with Matic and Pogba. Got Sandro, Lindelof, Bailly and Semedo, with David De Gea in goal. Pretty strong lineup. Volland instead of, maybe, I don't know, Lukaku's injured or something like that. Not entirely sure on that one. As you can see with us, full strength side going out against them, all fully fit. Fingers crossed we can get a result here at Anfield. Okay, Man United knocking this about. It's Khedira now. Sanchez, good ball in. Volland's there, but good step in there from Van Dijk. All right, Varane. Gonna go long again. Get Mane. Trying to. I mean, Semedo's quick. Oh, that's got to be a penalty. It's got to be. Yellow, is he going to get? Yeah, yellow card. It's going to always be a tussle, that one. You've got Salah against Sandro on one side and Semedo and Mane on the other. And, yeah, just got it all wrong. Seen him go down for... Yeah, I'll go for his legs there. Right. What can Fabinho do against David De Gea then? Here we go. That's a bit hard. Oh, still managed to save it though. I thought at least going towards the top it would have beat him, but it was too close to him. I should have moved it a little bit further over, but I thought he might have died, and he judged it right, didn't he? Let's get this into Van Dijk, shall we? Chance, get in. Forget the penalty, because Virgil has his second of the season, I think, already. Starting to get that right now with Mr. Van Dijk. Oh, he just towers ahead. I'm not sure who he's up against there. Is it Khedira? I think he is. Oh, it's a great header, and the player on the line, I think it's Sandro, just didn't even react to that, like, at all. Great header, great start, get in. It's a bit disappointed about the penalty, and that was kind of my fault, but that was superb, nice. Still a good effort. Oh, okay. Matic is down injured, so not entirely sure. Must have tumbled in the box there or something. Yeah, just got tumbled up there, maybe twisted his knee. Oh, it's actually Jesse Lingard. Okay, interesting. I'm going to say not forward, but Pogba intercepted. Up to Volland. He's managed to get that past Van Dijk here. Good ball here. Every time. Players are not challenging. There we go. Now we're challenged. I'm going to have to put more slide tackles in, I think. I just hate doing it because it means players got the possibility of getting yellow cards and stuff. Is he not offside? He's not offside. It's a chance. Oh, and Kate has done superbly. Oh, just get that away for now. Oh, and he's just fallen on his arse. Come on. Get a head on it. Good. And again, Isco. Oh, what's that? It's supposed to be like knocked forward and it just chipped it up. What on earth? Oh, here we go. Yeah. God, it's so annoying. You just slide on ice skates sometimes and they're trying to get there. It's just, it's so frustrating. Jesse Lingard's only just come on and he's the guy that's like equalised. It's just so annoying that my players just, they're right there, and you're pressing and they just don't do anything. It's like, they just stand there, like, it's like this delayed reaction. Whereas AI just bing, 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 bing all over the place. Still Cancelo, got Salah inside of him here, but it's so bad with the passing. It's like it knows that, I mean, anywhere else on the pitch, and that would have been a really small pass to him. When you're getting in behind, it's always overhit, isn't it? Always. It's so frustrating the way that the game does this. It's supposed to be like, oh, well, this is an ultimate difficulty, what do you expect? I expect it to play to the stats of the players and not like, just suddenly have all this bullshit. Oh, come on. How is that even possible? The amount of power that he gets on that is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. There's no way he's getting that amount of power on that header. Yes, the header, but not the speed that flies in. It's just, it's so annoying. Well, since this update, it's completely and utterly messed things up for me because I am playing like so bad now. My defenders are just terrible. Attackers aren't doing much better either. Like, Keita, Isco, chance. Oh, deflected, but of course deflected out, not into the goal. Because if it had been the other way round, it would have gone into the goal. Because we know what this game is like. Oh, what a challenge from Sandro, asking for a penalty. Is he giving it? No, he's not giving it. I thought the way the crowd were going then. Salah's still on the deck. Wait for him to get up, if possible. Henderson. Neres. Salah. Not going to get anywhere. Back inside to Neres. Mariano's coming through here. It's a chance. Oh, De Gea. Oh, that's a great chance. Oh. Right, Neres. Salah get this in. Chance. Get in. Pick the ball up. Get up. Pick the ball up. No. Damn, he ran into the post. David Neres made a difference straight away. Diving header. Get in. He's playing better than Isco at the moment, isn't he? Alright, come on. Let's push and see if we can get this winner. And hopefully they don't get one. Try and win this ball off him without causing a foul. Firmino. Here's Neres again. Got Mariano. Oh, what a challenge that was. How the frig did he know I was going to play that? He had no idea I was going to play that ball. Come on. Get a head on it. Run. Jesus, we're so slow. Cancelo. Oh, and that's just giving it straight back to them because Salah has run frigging miles away. Come back and maybe defend now and again, Salah. It would help, you know. Oh, why is he throwing it there when I wanted it to go to Van Dijk? Come on, get it forward. Gone for Salah. That's a hell of a ball. Oh, Salah. Oh, what a ball from Van Dijk that was. Got a chance with this corner. It's all or nothing now. I wanted to get to... There he is. I wanted to get to Van Dijk. Come on. Oh, it's just whipped over everyone. What was that? That corner was just tripe. 2-2. To be honest, we were lucky to get a point. So I can't moan at that. Just playing really poor at the moment. Really are. Neres, yeah, well played. He's playing a hell of a lot better than what Isco is at the moment, must admit. I look at the amount of time, you know, I mean, we know De Gea is good, but we've got to do better than this. Got to do better. It's not even just this. It's in the Malaga game as well. I'm conceding goals so much more. I never used to concede this many goals. I used to be really good at defending, and now, since they've changed stuff, it's just gone all messed up. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I just, you know the frustrations. You know what I'm going through here right now. But it's Man City up next. They are only 1 point behind us. They are in 6th spot. How's everyone doing in the league? Spurs not doing very well after 3 games down in the bottom there. But everyone else, well, Man U at 9th, I suppose. They'll be probably not happy with that, but it's kind of where they are in real life, isn't it? 8th, I think they are in the league. Chelsea and Arsenal, Wolves being up there is maybe, and Brighton being up there is maybe, but it's only, like I say, only 3 games in. But yeah, Manchester City, it doesn't get any easier, does it? Are up next, so let's see how we do against them. So, as you can see, just above me, the draw for the Champions League has been made. We've got Napoli. Oh, hold on, I'm going to go on that. Right, so here is our group. Napoli, PSV, CSK, Moscow. Not too bad a group, to be honest. Back in with Napoli again, like we were last season. But PSV and CSK, I don't think will give us too much of a headache. I don't want to speak too soon, but that is an okay group. You know what I mean? It's not a group of death or anything like that. Let's have a look at the other groups while we're here. Real Madrid, Leverkusen, Lyon and Basel. That's an interesting one. We've got Chelsea, Schalke, Benfica, Dynamo Kiev. You'd have to say maybe the top 2 definitely through on that one. PSG, Everton, Besiktas and Anderlecht. PSG, yes. Everton, Besiktas, maybe. Then there's us, and then you got Juventus, Valencia, Ajax, and Celtic. Celtic going to find that really tough to get out of there, but they've got a chance. I mean, Ajax and Valencia aren't that too good. You know, they're not that jump ahead of Celtic, but we've got Barca, Inter, Dortmund, and that's a group of death right there. Barca, Inter, Dortmund, Spartak, yeah. Atletico, Spurs, Porto, Shakhtar Donetsk. That's a pretty tough group for Spurs. Ooh, that is a tough one. And then to finish, we've got Bayern, Milan, Lokomotiv Moscow, and Copenhagen. Wow, okay. So we didn't do too bad on the draw there. All right, let's take on Man City then, shall we? Right, then. Oh, that's a strange Kramaric up front for City instead of no, Aguero's at Tottenham, isn't he? I think. So yeah, no Jesus. Maybe you thought maybe you would have played him. Phil Foden in the middle with De Bruyne, Martinez. They got Danny Rose. I would take it. That's Danny Rose. Yeah. Otamendi, Laporte, and Danilo at the back. So. Oh, it's an interesting lineup for City. I think that's Bernardo Silva out instead of Mahrez or Sterling. So maybe they've just got injuries. I've made a couple of changes to Salah, but I'm actually going to start Neres because he just seems to be playing better at the moment than Isco. And I've given Junior a run out instead of Salah because Salah just didn't seem to do much either. So even though the other 2 are higher rated, it doesn't necessarily mean that they are in the best frame of mind and play as well. Like, you know what I mean? So we'll see. And I think Neres deserves a run out. So let's have a see how things go, shall we? So Etihad Stadium. Can we do better against the other Manchester club than what we just did at Anfield? And we didn't lose to United, but it still always hurts when you don't beat them. So let's see now if we can go up against the team that in Manchester that is probably the tougher of the two. They will go ahead of us if they get a win, but a draw will keep us 1 point ahead of them. But let's see if we can get a win. That's what we need. Okay, Gunsea, we're going to go down the line here. Keita, it's got a great chance here for Venetian. Oh, he's offside. You got to be kidding. I thought I timed that right. Oh, I thought he was on. I thought he was in line. Damn it. We were away. We were gone. Okay, that was a weird. Oh, that was a weird chance. Maybe for Bobby. Hits it first time. Edison. It was a weird free kick that they initially did. Neres now. What can he do? Oh, that wasn't bad. Fabinho in. Keita. Vinicius. Not bad. Vinicius already done a lot since coming on than what Salah did the whole game last match. So I think Vinicius is going to have a much better season. Oh, damn it. Played it and then Keita. I wish they would just stay. Do you know what I mean? I know they're moving to try and get space and stuff, but when you play the pass, you're passing to where they were and then they've already moved. It's like, oh, it's so frustrating. Right, Neres does well. Hernandez, Fabinho gonna dink this one in, and Bobby finishes superbly past him from his fellow compatriot there. And Bobby, that is much better from us, much better. I mean, on a plus note, I suppose Man City are playing like Man City, so I suppose that's a good thing. It's just it's annoying and frustrating when my players aren't playing like how I expect them to. Run, it's going to be away from you. It's not a foul. See, this is what gets me. As soon as I do a tackle, I get penalised. How is it a foul? He just fell over because he's lost his balance. It's not because I've kicked him. Fabinho, just 3 blue shirts around him and no help from any of my players. The AI is just terrible for like positioning itself. Okay, I'm going to bring Mariano on in place of Neres. Drop Firmino into the cam role and Salah's going to come on for Mane, but he's going to play in his normal side and Vinicius is going to go over to the left. Can't see Van Dijk, but I can see Mariano. And there is Mariano. Wow. Okay. I said I could see Mariano, and Fabinho obviously could as well. Well done. He is great with his head. It was kind of the reason why I brought him on with having this corner. I thought, we can get it to him. You know what I mean? Great. Okay, 2-0. Nice. Bit of a comfort now. Can't see him going to score from here. He's going to probably put this to the far post, I would have thought. Okay, Laporte got the head on it, but Alisson kind of left it thinking, yeah, I have no need to worry about that. Here's Nawalki. Ambrose. Get a challenge in. Here he is, Jordan Henderson. See, that's what I'm talking about. In the fact that, oh God, Jesus, how much getting closed down now. They are well on for this, aren't they? Trouble with that though is they're going to leave space in behind. Come on, Vinicius. Get a good ball in. Run to the crowd, Mariano. You're a new star at this club. Get in there. Let the fans have a touch of you. That's all because they're like totally all out attack and caught them on the counter attack. And Mariano, I think, is, you know, from the fact that Doucouré's not a brilliant signing to Mariano is a brilliant signing. Yeah, Here's Cancelo, Keita. Rose. There it is. 3-0. Great win. Nice. At their home ground as well. Etihad Stadium. Gives us a 4-point gap over them. That's the main thing. But I'll just go through the transfer window. I'll whip through it. If anything of any significance happens, then I'll pause and come back to you guys. But then what I'll do is I'll go through the signings at the end of this and get this out of the way. Okay, so this is what's happened within the transfers. As you can see, $500 million. They've spent 536,000. We had some loan offers and stuff, but I even tried the the bug thing, but I think we only had like 2 hours to go. I think that's why it's broken down, not because of the bug thing. I think just time, for some reason, it's not gone through properly. But Alan got rejected, and Will Davies has got rejected, and Jordan Henderson's is broken down now, which he was quite busy. People wanting Jordan Henderson in the transfer window. I had a bid from Manchester United, I had a bid from Manchester City, and then I had a bid from Bayern. The Bayern one I accepted, but again, they only had 2 hours to go, and I think that's the reason why it's maybe broken down. I'm not entirely sure, but it was agreed at 25.5 million. But yeah, that's what's happened with regards to us. Let's have a look at the sort of transfers in regards to the biggest ones. Right, so the biggest one is Verratti. He's gone through. You probably know some of these already because they won't have gone through on transfer deadline day, but they've already gone through in the transfer window. Verratti going to Barcelona is the biggest one at 62.8. You got then Pjanic going from Juventus to Bayern for 62 straight. Then you've got Thiago leaving Bayern to go to Spurs for 55.5. So obviously that's the swap deal there in regards to that. Rakitic joins Manchester United for that's a point. That's on the 27th. Why was he not playing against us, Rakitic? They've signed him, but he didn't play against us, did he? No. 46.5 million from Barcelona. Will Zaha, we knew about. That went through pretty much early doors, 1st of the 8th. That went through. He went to AC Milan. Gundogan left Man City to go to Bayern, so they're just getting midfielders all the time, but it looks like it because they wanted Jordan Henderson as well, for 42.5 million. Luka Modric has gone, sort of joined Cristiano Ronaldo by going from Real Madrid to Juventus for 39.6. Mariano obviously coming to us. His release clause of 37.2. Another player going from Real Madrid is Fernandes joining Manchester United. Did he play against? Yeah, did he play against? No, he didn't play against us either. What the hell's going on? Eric Dyer going to Leicester. That's a strange one. Very strange, and especially for only 25 million. They've just got themselves a bargain there, really. But there we go. There's a rundown of Chiellini going to Barcelona from Juventus. Some interesting signings there, definitely. There we are, guys. Thanks very much for tuning in. Slap a like if you don't mind. We didn't do too bad. We got a draw and a win against the two Manchester clubs. I think it was... Yes, the players aren't responding to how they were before the patch. I know I keep mentioning this, and I just have to now adjust and get used to how it is before I start feeling comfortable again with the game. It always happens after every patch comes out. You have to adjust your play style to get used to it, and then just as you get used to it, they bring another patch out. So, yeah, but it's kind of frustrating, but I just think my players, for some reason, just get bullied off the ball too easy. They get pushed off it. They're not strong enough. So maybe bring in... I mean, Decore is strong. I know I didn't play him in these games, but I don't know. Fabinho is strong. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I'm lost, but we did alright. We got a good result against Man City. That's the main thing. But yeah, take it easy, guys, and I will catch you tomorrow, or if not, we'll catch you on the next Liverpool episode, which is out on Friday. So this is Dave from Mumongu Gaming, signing off. Cheers.